welcome to my new series called Monster Spotlight, where we take a look at some famous, iconic, or a little more obscure Dungeons & Dragons monsters. Today's subject, the dragon. First things first, this is an actual dragon. See how it has 4 limbs and 2 wings on its back? Yeah, that's what a dragon looks like. This is a wyvern. Know the difference. Wyverns have 4 limbs and their front limbs are part of their wings. Now, Game of Thrones says these are dragons. That's a lie. Mother of dragons? More like mother of lies. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about dragons. And this all comes from the player's handbook. Kind of give a good rundown of dragons and the differences between them and what types of dragons there are. So true dragons are winged reptiles of ancient lineage and fearsome power. They are known and feared for their predatory cunning and greed, with the oldest dragons accounted as some of the most powerful creatures in the world. Dragons are magical creatures whose innate powers fuels their dreaded breath weapons and other abilities. Many creatures, including wyverns and dragon turtles, have draconic blood. However, true dragons fall into 2 broad categories of chromatic and metallic dragons. The black, blue, green, red, and white dragons are selfish, evil, and feared by all. The brass, bronze, copper, gold, and silver dragons are noble, good, and highly respected by the wise. Although their goals vary tremendously, all true dragons covet wealth, hoarding mounds of gold, and gathering jewels and other magic items. Dragons with large hoards don't really want to leave them for long, unless it is to venture out to patrol or feed. And true dragons pass through 4 distinct stages of life, from lowly wormlings to ancient dragons, which can live for over 1,000 years. In that time, their might can become unrivaled and their hoards can grow beyond price. Sizes. Wormlings are medium, which is give or take about a human size, and that's 5 years or less. Young dragons are large, about 2 times human size, and they're 6 to 100 years old. Adult dragons are huge, probably like 3 or 4 times or bigger of human size. Obviously, their wingspan is huge, and their bodies are going to be very big. And ancient dragons are gargantuan. Can't even explain how big they are, and that's 801 years or more. Now, the chromatic dragons, black, blue, green, red, and white, are driven by greed and a huge ego, and they have super dangerous lairs. If you're going into a chromatic dragon's lair, expect it to be a really, really difficult challenge. And metallic dragons, brass, bronze, copper, gold, and silver, they're really curious creatures, and they want items that help reflect their personality. And they eventually gain the ability to shapeshift into human form. And these dragons have an amazing memory and can even tell who you are based off of your scent or the scent of a relative. Chromatic dragons are usually some form of bad. Obviously, they can be changed if you're a dragon rider or if you do something to make them change their ways, but they're usually bad, just by nature. And metallic dragons are usually some form of good. Breath weapons. Black dragons have acid breath. Blue dragons have lightning breath. Green dragons have poison breath. Red dragons have fire breath. And white dragons have cold breath. Brass dragons breathe fire. Bronze dragons have lightning breath. Copper dragons have acid breath. gold dragons have fire breath, and silver dragons have cold breath. Dragon deities. There are two main dragon deities. The first is Tiamat, queen of evil dragons. Tiamat is a lesser god who dwells on the first level of hell. She is greedy and believing that one day all the treasure that has ever existed will be hers. She is a gigantic dragon with 5 heads representing each of the 5 chromatic dragons. And Tiamat hates the other dragon deity, Bahamut. Bahamut, the king of the good dragons, the platinum dragon. He lives in the heavens and will often come to the mortal realm, not necessarily to interact with humans, but to observe. And when he does come to the mortal realm, he looks like a human male in peasant robes. And in this form, he is usually accompanied by 7 golden canaries, which are disguised ancient gold dragons. And he will often fight against Tiamat. There are other dragon creatures, but I will go over them in another monster spotlight. And some of these creatures include the Dracolich, shadow dragons, and dragon turtles.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it so much. And this is a weekly thing that I will start, or bi-weekly, just depending on my schedule, with monster spotlights, because one of the biggest and most important things about Dungeons and Dragons is the monsters. So my friend Steve and I are so thankful for your support. If you found this video educational or helpful in any way, please share it with your friends and get them into Dungeons and Dragons, because it really is the best game in the world. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video. Have a great day.